Hi, this is Business with Dave. In this video, I'll be telling you why starting up a business is easier than you think. But before I jump into this video, I want to thank everyone who's subscribed to the channel. You guys are all awesome, and if you haven't already, do subscribe at the end of this video if you did find this video useful. So yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So firstly, you start small and then you grow gradually. Literally, you can't be a business where you jump from 0 to 100 straight away. A lot of businesses will take time to grow, and it's okay for you to take time to grow. You can start small, start researching, do up your idea, create something, and maybe see if you can sell one, see if you can sell two, see if you can sell three, see if there's demand for it. Grow in your own pace. There's no rush. It depends on how much money you want to put in, how much energy, how much time, and then where you want to take your business from stage to stage. If you want to give yourself like a little target, do give yourself a little target, but do commit to it if you want to eventually do it as well. Even if it's part-time or it's full-time as a hobby, you just need to start and you just grow small, grow as you gradually want to grow. You don't need to take in investment in the beginning because you want to test out the market, see if the product sells. But do grow small because there's no reason to go any quicker than if you really want it to go quicker. Secondly, it's low cost to start because ultimately, as long as it's a low barrier to entry business, you can start from £100 to £500 to £1,000 to £2,000. Literally, whatever you have that you can have to spare to sort of start up something, you can potentially start it up as long as you could think creatively, think of the idea, what you essentially need, what you can be cost effective on and be efficiently doing in order to make back the money. That's the thing that will count. It will depend. It doesn't need to be all pump all that money into something and be flashy and amazing packaging. As long as it's sort of, it can literally be homemade, it can literally be homemade labels and you making sure the information's there and your product is great. That's how you need to start. That's virtually how all businesses start. Start small, grow gradually, and because it's such low cost, you don't need to be worried that you're spending your rent money or your mortgage money on this. Start the business how you want to start up and grow it as you grow. Because again, there's no rush, and because it's such low cost, there's not much of a high risk as well. As long as you do your right research and you're offering something that no one else is currently offering, then why not go for it? My third point is that you set your own goals. Again, you are in control, you are your own boss, you set your own hours, but ultimately, if you want to set your goal to, I want to try and make £100 a day, 5 days, 6 days a week, you will work towards that. You will find ways, be creative, find ways of marketing and promoting your business really cheaply. Try to encourage customer feedback and get recommendations out there. But it's that slow process. If literally the minimum is £100 and maybe the ambitious is £500 or you want to eventually get to £1,000, these are achievable goals as long as you're working towards it, as long as you're planning for it, you're trying something different, you're being creative and doing something else, being able to offer something different as well. But it's that whole gradual bit. Yes, you could be starting off with 1 or 2 sales that makes £20, and it could be up and down £20, but as long as you're continuously improving, you're getting that customer base in, that £20 can be £30, £40, £50, eventually hit £100, then you've already hit your bare minimum, which is great, because then if that minimum covers your costs, then you're already making a business that is already has a customer base. Clearly people want to buy from you and you've already hit your minimum. Awesome. Now the next target is to get that 500, to get that 1000, and be consistent. And I think that's the next point, but it's literally the consistency that you want to do it, your pace you want to do it, is down to you. But you set your own targets, you achieve them, sky's the limit. You can aim for as high as you want, but as long as you could make sure your minimum is always hit, you will always be satisfied because yes, I hit the £100 a day, Okay, if anything more, then that's great. If I want to improve, then I need to put more time, more energy, more money into getting my business out there, and hopefully I can get that £500. And then that £500 could be your new normal and your bare minimum. Then you're at 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, grow as you grow. My fourth point is that you set your own terms. Yes, I spoke about the hours before, but ultimately you set your own hours. You are in control of your business. You decide when you want to go into work. You decide what time you want to get into work, how many days you want to do, when you want to take holidays, who you want to employ, how much work you want to do hands-on, working on finance and making sure the costs are there, what products to buy, decision making and everything that is essential. Ultimately, that does sound a lot, but if you're looking into creating something that is sustainable, you're going to be committed to it. You're going to hopefully find the fun in it. You'll hopefully enjoy what you're doing. And I think that's so important because you set your own terms, you set your own freedom, you set your own limits, you set your own targets. You are literally in control. No one is above you to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing or what targets they should be hitting. You set it yourself. You are in control. You dictate when you want to progress your business from a month or 6 months to a year to 2 years. You have a rough plan. You have a rough idea on where you want to take your business. And then you just go for it. It's literally that easy. You are in control. No one is telling you should be doing this. As long as you hit your bare minimum, cover your costs, why not try something different? Life's too short. Why not give one of your weird and unusual ideas a try? Because who knows? There could be people that want to buy it and you can supply it. My fifth point is that marketing is free most of the time, because literally social media is free for signing up. And as a business or as an individual, you can sign up for all these social media accounts and you don't need to pay for marketing as such, because ultimately if you can get your name out there, get your products out there, it can spread like wildfire. If you do a good job, if you offer a good product, a good service, positive word of mouth, it's free. People will tell their friends and family about you if you do a good job, if you offer a good price, the best out there ultimately, or just the best to the alternative established brand or company. They will tell their friends and family about it and you will have a lot of customers to deal with. But it's that simple to start up a business, and it's that easy that you don't need to spend too much on marketing. Yes, you could be spending a little bit, maybe on business cards, maybe doing your market store if you're doing a store business. But in terms of advertising on, yes, you could advertise on social media websites, or like, you just probably don't need to do it on newspapers. You don't need to do it on magazines unless that's where your customers are going to be at. But ultimately, utilize social media. It's free for you to do. It really depends on how much time you want to put into it, how much time you want to fix into taking pictures and captions. Maybe then you can hire someone to do it, or maybe just get your friends and family who maybe just has a bit more free time, or a partner that could help you do the stuff. It's free. Hopefully they help you out. You can benefit them and in other sorts of ways as well. But it's all there for you to utilize. So why wouldn't you want to utilize free social media for your marketing? And my last point is that what you put in is what you will get out. Ultimately, it's the same for everything that you want to try to do in life. It's literally, if you put in the money's worth, if you put in the time, if you put in the effort, you will hopefully get to where you want to be. Even if it's not exactly where you want to be, and maybe it's 3, 4, 5 years down the line, you will hopefully get to a point where at least your minimum is hit, you're on a satisfied level, maybe you know how much this business can reach potentially, and you just choose not to expand the business anymore. You're okay with one business and one location. You don't need to do any more. You have the freedom. You've made enough money that it's paid off the mortgage, or it's got you a house in general. Your family's fine. You don't need to do any more than that. But in the beginning stage, obviously you want to make sure your business survives. Then you need to put in those hours and the money invested into improving your products, your services, building relationships with customers. But keeping that consistent year after year, you don't need to spend too much money on marketing. that will already sustain its business itself, will already ensure survival. And ultimately, you don't need to put any more than what you should already put in, because if it's going to give you more work for less maybe sales, there's literally no reason to do that, and you shouldn't be forced into doing that. You shouldn't be, someone will tell you, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. None of that. You can do whatever you want, because as long as you're happy with yourself, you're where your business is at, hopefully where your families and friends and relationship is at as well, that is the most important part. Ultimately, if you could be happy, bingo, you hit the jackpot. No one will tell you otherwise what you should be doing or what you shouldn't be doing. You decide for yourself. Awesome. Thanks for this video, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. Every one of those subscribers, they make me happy, and it just means that you found this video content great, and thank God for that. But yeah, I've been Business with Dave. I'll see you next video. Take care.